Hello, my friends. Big Mark here with Kevin. Secrets Behind a Red Door. We're actually in the club, sitting down, getting some work done. Say hello, Kevin.
Hello, everyone.
I'm supposed to say hello, Kevin.
Yeah,
No. We want to give you an update on what's going on about the show. We have actors already that we're planning, a production team, director, and everything. It's just getting everything in motion. You guys who I asked to want to join the club, this show that we're going to produce is only going to be subscription based or for club members. I mean, it's costing us an arm and a leg to pay for a production team and actors, the budget. We're going to produce 2 shows a week. It's going to be scripted with reenactments. You guys are going to love it. It's going to be a special show, good stuff, fun, interesting. Going to show you that life in a different aspect, not the same crap you've been seeing for the last 20 years. So if you want to see the show, to access the 8 shows a month, you have to be a member or you have to join up. However you do it, $10 a month, I think it's pretty reasonable to get 8 shows a month. If you join up for the year up front, it's $100. If you pay $10 a month, which is fine, whatever you can afford, you got to sign for a year, it costs you $120. We're still going to get the hats for everybody, for our fan base. The plaque behind us is being made right now. What are the actors we got? Tony Roach, guy going to play John. He's a good actor, great guy. He's already embracing the part. Guy going to play Angelo, Jackie, Pete, Willie Boy. When we start with that crowd, then we're going to filter people in. It's going to grow. You're going to love it. But it's very important. This show is not going to go on YouTube. The podcast, we're going to do a monthly live Q&A show for everybody, but the subscribers get direct access to us, and they get to see the shows. Why we're doing a subscription-based show, listen, you guys pay for Netflix, Hulu, Amazon, whatever. Over here, you get to see a show. If you get to see 8 shows for $10 a month, these shows are not cheap to produce. It's cost us a lot of money. This club costs a lot of money to be built. Production's going to be costly. I mean, I'd love to give it away for free, but unfortunately, me and Kevin, we aren't independently wealthy. We're not trying to, and it's not going to make us rich. We're just trying to produce something where guys, the show maybe it could get bought down the line. You never know. Netflix, Hulu, somebody else going to love the show. But it's a special show nobody's done before, and we're going to do it inside the set. From the front door of the club to the bar, everything. The dinners, the conversations. I'm trying to tell them there's going to be some intense conversations too about that life.
Some of them. You got to bring that in.
But I want you to understand, this is a special passion project of mine. I've been writing. I have 160 episodes. I've been laying them out writing. I have the first 2 months laid out, so I'm going to script it out so we can get started. Hopefully, we can start filming the next few weeks. I got to schedule it. Everything's with scheduling with everybody, but you're going to get a real show, not a podcast. Production team, cameras, lights, sound guys, director, everything. So that's why it's worth it. If you guys want to watch it, eventually when we do produce a show, we're going to pop teasers all over social media, give you like a 20-second teaser. So if you want to watch the show, you're going to have to subscribe. But I promise you, it's going to be, you guys are going to be worth it. And I explained to them that producing the show is a lot more money than we thought it was, but it's worth it. I have a lot of people interested. Funny thing about producing the show, we're going to show you the side that nobody's ever showed. We're going to show you a side inside the club. We're going to show you how this club operates every day. The people, the regulars, the visitors, gambling, eating, cursing, farting, just the natural guys, the routine of every day. And it's just John's place. This is where John grew, and everybody else who visited. And I'm telling you, guys from everywhere.
This place goes back many
years. So we're going to stick to the era that we talked about from the 80s to 92, because I think it's very important, very vital. But I just want to give you an update. So I'm preparing the actors, the filmmakers, the production people. I'm doing the budgets right now. I want you to know that subscriber base is worth it. You get to watch 8 shows. And if you
You've been very busy meeting all these other people too.
meetings all week. So the podcast is not the end game here, but you will get the monthly talk with us and some of the actors that you can call in on. We want our fans to be interactive. But if you want to see this iconic show, and Kevin, nobody's ever done this before. We're the first ones, and I want you guys to understand we built this club from scratch.
Be part of it.
Be part of it. I promise you the show's going to be enjoyable. You're going to laugh. You're going to see, we spent a lot of years, especially me, I spent 15 years with these guys. So you're going to see their actions, their interactions, and the guys are going to act, I'm going to try to capture every personality and every act of everybody. They might not look 100%, but like, well, who does? But their energy and how they present the lines and it's going to be fun, and you're going to get in on it. I was telling, me and Kevin go back a long ways. This show is about the opposite side of what you've been presented for the last 20 years by everybody. And it's something you guys should enjoy. It takes us back to an old time and era. And you're going to see John in many personal ways, many everyday ways, something you should all experience. Interesting guy, right? Iconic guy.
You know what, I got to say something. I hear a lot of people say how John ruined the life. How did he ruin the life?
That life,
he's a true gangster.
Guys, that life ends that way for everybody. It goes back for centuries, decades. So this is just a story, and I think next to Al Capone, nobody had much of an impact on popular people. John was in rap songs, movies, TV shows. A lot was done with this. So we're going to show you that other side, but you're going to have some kind of confrontations, intentional. We're going to see the operations and see guys, and you're going to be part of it. So you have to, I promise you, when these shows are produced and when the blast goes out there, you're not going to be able to see them. I'm sorry, because it's costing us. The production is where it costs money. So we didn't do these shows to lose money. We didn't actually do these shows to get rich. We actually use it to present an idea, a concept, a story I had, a passion. And if we make a few dollars to keep us alive, moving along, that's fine. Hopefully, if a network picks us up, I promise you it can be something special.
Better hurry up. My birthday's next week. I'll be 74 years old.
He'll be 74 years old. He looks younger than me. What kind of shot do I got? I'm 64. Hey, I'm 64.
Well, I got 20 more years left. I got somebody called me the other day. I'm going to be here. I'm going to give you 100 birthdays. I don't want to be here.
I don't want to be 100. I don't want no diapers. I don't want nothing. I just want to. But listen, and we got some funny stories. You're going to hear all the jokes, the practical jokes. I promise you're going to be one in every episode, something different. And you guys out there that know that time, the rare guys that are still around, you're going to laugh and say, "Wow, I remember that day." So we wanted to say hello. A funny thing about the story about gambling. The guys in here who gambled, they gambled from $2 to $2,000. I never gambled a horse in my life till I got in this club. So should I blame them for making me a degenerate gambler? It was probably part of the culture. The food, I got recipes, the food we ate, the restaurants, from Altadonna's to Russo's, everywhere.
No wonder Tony Lee gave me his ring with the horse in
it. But they all became, the gambling process, no matter if you were $2 better. I mean, your job would send me to the track, bet 1,000 on this horse. Here, bet 100 and win it for yourself. I'd rather put the $100 in my pocket, but he wanted you to bet the 100 too. And that was a part of the process. That was his personality. But, so we're in the club. This club is where we're going to shoot all the time. So it's going to be a couple of weeks. We're setting up. Me and Kevin will give you an update sometime from in here. Maybe we'll be in a restaurant or a store shopping for food, Italian food, picking out some of the stuff John liked. I know, listen, trust us. You're going to laugh, shake your head, and go, wow, what a time that was. You're going to see things nobody else could present right now. I was there 7 days a week for a dozen years at least.
Wait a second. Times John used to send you over to the OTB. How many of them horses won?
A lot of horses lost. A lot of horses won. I remember going to, he said a true story. I'm going to tell the story, you're going to laugh. He says, Mark, I'm in a mood for a hamburger. So what do you want to do? know what you do? Take my car. John gave you his car. He didn't care. He handed me $300. He says, go to PJ Clark's. He says, I got on the phone. I'm going to order some stuff from PJ Clark's. You're going to meet Jerry Beck. Jerry Beck was a bookie, got a guy, hung out in PJ Clark's, a big drinker, nicest guy in the world. And he's sitting, he'll meet you walk in the back through the bar to the restaurant. I walked in PJ Clark's my first time ever. I must have been 21 years old. PJ Clark's was iconic. Been there since early days on 3rd Avenue, corner joint. I walked in the back. Jerry Beck spotted me, gets up, bald-headed guy, skinny guy, dressed in a suit. Hey, you must be Mark. How you doing? I'm Jerry. Nice to meet you. Have a drink. Give me a drink. I put the order in with the chef. Turns around. It was an open kitchen, and the chef in there looked like he must have fought like 30 fights. Punched nose, but he handled the grill. So PJ Clark's was known for two things, more than two things, but two things Johnny liked. They made a chili con carne. They made a homemade chili. They put chopped onions and cheese in it, and they made a burger. They used to call it the Cadillac. Awesome hamburger, bacon, lettuce, tomato in it, slabs of bacon. It was this big. So Johnny ordered a dozen hamburgers and a dozen chilies. The burgers back then, I think, were like $12 a piece. This is the 80s. And the chili was like $8 or $10. So I'm talking with Jerry. He's sitting with a guy from Channel 2 News, Jim Jensen. Remember Jim Jensen? They're pounding it. They're drunk. Sit down. Jim Jensen. Johnny, I like when he comes in. What a guy. Johnny's a real New Yorker. Down-to-earth guy. One of the only wise guys I ever met that you don't mind talking to, he says. Really down-to-earth gentleman, he says. And I'm hearing this for the first time. The box comes, they call me ready. So Johnny says, pay him. He says, give the cook a $20 tip. $20 from John. Oh, give me a $20 tip. Say goodbye to Jerry. I walk out with the box. We go back to the club. We're sitting outside eating chili and Cadillac hamburgers with chairs outside the club. Best burgers I ever. I never tasted burgers. They were this big. You meet Jerry Beck. So Jim Jensen sent his regards. He says you're a gentleman. He loves. Yeah, good guy. He got a drinking problem. Them guys can sit there all night and drink till 2 o'clock in the morning. They get blitzed. He says, but the joint's a nice joint. He says, yeah. But that was John. 11 o'clock at night on a Tuesday. Go buy $300 worth of hamburgers and chilies. We're sitting out there, and it'd be me, John, Pete, Jackie, Billy, Tom. It could be anybody. Tommy, the kid Jerry. It could be anybody. It wasn't, none of the guys were visited, the big wise guys. John liked hanging out with the underdogs, the regular guys. And that's what made him attractive to guys like me or guys like us. He didn't go dumb you down from guys who were, powerful guys or none. If he liked you, he liked you. He couldn't care if you swept the club. He liked you. But that was that PJ Clark story, classic story. And from then on, I used to go for years there. I used to go eat there. I took my wife there. They made the fresh chicken pot pie with this puff pastry on top. Classic joint. PJ Clark, the owner, lived upstairs. His family owned it for years. But I think I showed that food, but
I remember the time Willie Boy wanted to go to White Castle. Oh. I had to put 150 White Castles. What?
Yeah,
150.
The food was like, you're gonna have the food here, Kevin. Mm-hmm. We're gonna get the food. You're gonna see guys eat. When the actor's gonna come in, I'm gonna have the food made exactly the way it was, so you could see the guys eat and the stories that went on. I don't care if a guy owed Shylock money, the guy owes me money, the guy's a scumbag. The guy bet a horse, the bookie, I lost $20,000 with the bookie. You need a job. You're gonna all the food. Everything's entitled with food. But you're gonna see that everyday life.
You remember Billy Mears?
I remember Billy Mears from Brooklyn, yeah.
Turn around, Billy. Willie tells Billy, gotta go to Keystone, put a horse in. Okay? So Billy's looking at the thing, and Billy was a degenerate gambler too. So he says to me, I ain't going to Keystone. I'm going to put the money in my pocket. I says, listen, that horse comes in, you better run. Okay, you better run. So turns around, he comes, he wind up going. Willie says to him, the horse lost. Willie says, where's the ticket? Where's the ticket?
Yeah. Listen, every bet John gave me, I put in. There's guys, I can imagine how many guys took pot shots. You got to be crazy. First of all, it's disrespect, but listen, at 20-year-old, the guy gave me 2,000. I never saw 2,000 before. I'm going to Aqueduct. I look at the horse. got 3 bad races in a row, looks like crap on the track. I don't care, because no matter what, the first time you do it,
That's it.
you lose your friendship, you get chased, you catch a beating, and you got to pay the money back. But I wouldn't be surprised how many guys did that.
There's probably a lot.
You know, how many bookies that took horse bets, that took $20 bets, would get a $1,000 bet, instead of calling it in, hedging it off, they keep it in their pocket, take a shot.
I know he did that.
What?
I mentioned his name. He passed on. He was I liked him. My mother, matter of fact, liked him too. Remember the Joker, Tommy
yeah.
Carbone?
Yeah.
Tommy was known for that.
That's
He put up
crazy.
something, but Tommy had a good heart. He's another guy who used to come in and out of the club. He goes back a long way.
They go back a long way. You understand? Let's be honest. John was an attraction. And not when he was boss. I don't care when anybody says this, before he was. John was an attraction 80, 81, 82. So that's what I'm going to present to you here. Wait till you see the actors. You got an actor play John, Willie Boy, Tony Roach, Little Jackie, Angelo. I have other actors that I'm going to bring in to play different parts. I'm going to give them the essence of their characters, how they talk, their hand movements, the reaction. And not going to be long dialogue. You're going to just see guys interacting, coming in and out of that door, and new characters. But you have to.
You gotta get somebody. I know it's hard to find a person like him.
Oh.
Fat Bob.
Fat Bob, all you got to do is a guy.
Shake down Bob.
Shake down Bob. You got to find a big guy with glasses. I'll find him. Trust me, there's a lot of fat guys around here. But
He's a joke. He was a character.
you get all pieces of this. I want you to experience this. And I have enough episodes to last us like 5-6 years so far. I got to write more, but so you're gonna have to subscribe if you want to see the shows. When you do, listen, start subscribing in the next couple of weeks, because if we start putting the shows up there, you're not gonna be able to view them unless you pay. So you want to be involved in it, because when Netflix or Hulu picks it up, they're gonna charge you more money than we do. You have to join their network. So, but I promise you're gonna enjoy at least 2 shows a week. They're going to be professionally done, but we have to make it pay-per-view, a pay event. Not much. It's going to come to about $1.25 an episode. It's not bad, but because I found out the production and produce these shows is, I get 3 months of shows that cost us 6 figures, and that's a lot of money. We're talking to people now to do the financing, because I got a couple guys who want to finance, but a couple guys I don't want to finance. I want it to be a professionally run out show. So that's why we're here, to say hello to you guys. I'm going to post this hopefully today. You want to say ciao to my vets? Any vets you have a problem, you guys need to go to VA. You guys, especially down in Port St. Lucie area, or Jupiter, or Palm Beach. My guy Joe, Joe up in Port St. He'll take care of you. Reach out to me there, you vets. We care about our vets. You got any problem? I don't care, from Vietnam to now. You need help with the VA, get back to me, send me a message. I'll hook you up with Joe. He'll take care of you. Honor your troops. God bless America. Let's stay strong. Don't let the commies and the socialists play their bull crap. Let's push them out of the way.
Stay healthy.
Stay healthy, and God bless your
America.
families. We'll talk soon. Bye-bye.
Ciao.